Hello, and welcome back to Miss English, where learning English feels simple and fun. My name is Emma, and thank you so much for joining me today. In this lesson, we're going to talk about a very important and very useful topic called Talk About Traveling. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends who are learning English too. You can also leave a comment below and tell me about your day. I read your comments and I really appreciate them. Part 1. At the airport. When you arrive at the airport, you need to know some important phrases. First, you might need to ask for directions. You can say, "Where is the check-in counter?" or "Where is gate number 15?" These are simple questions that will help you find your way. At the check-in counter, the staff will ask you questions. They might say, "May I see your passport, please?" or "How many bags are you checking?" You should be ready to answer. You can say, "Here is my passport," or "I have one suitcase." Another important phrase is, "Can I have a window seat?" or "Can I have an aisle seat?" This helps you get the seat you want on the plane. If you don't understand something, always say, "Could you repeat that, please?" or "Could you speak more slowly, please?"
Part 2. On the airplane.
When you're on the airplane, the flight attendants will speak to you. They might ask, "Would you like something to drink?" You can answer, "Yes, please, I'd like water," or "No, thank you, I'm fine." It's polite to say please and thank you. If you need something, you can press the call button and say, "Excuse me, could I have a blanket?" or "Excuse me, could I have some juice?" Remember to be polite when asking for things. You might also need to ask, "Where's the restroom?" or "How long is the flight?" These are common questions that travelers ask. Don't be shy to ask questions when you need help. Part 3. At Immigration and Customs. When you land, you go through immigration. The immigration officer will ask you questions. They might say, "What is the purpose of your visit?" You can answer, "I'm here for tourism," or "I'm here for business," or "I'm visiting family." They might also ask, "How long will you stay?" You should answer clearly. Say, "I will stay for 1 week," or "I will stay for 10 days. Be honest and clear with your answers. After immigration, you go to customs. If the officer asks, "Do you have anything to declare?" you can say, "No, I don't," or "Yes, I have some gifts." It's important to be honest at customs. Part 4. At the hotel. When you arrive at your hotel, you need to check in. You can say, "Hello, I have a reservation," or "I'd like to check in, please." The receptionist will ask for your name and identification. You might want to ask questions about the hotel. You can say, "What time is breakfast?" or "Does the room have Wi-Fi?" or "Where's the elevator?" These questions help you understand the hotel better. If there's a problem with your room, you can say, "The air conditioning doesn't work," or "Could I have a different room, please?" Don't be afraid to speak up if something is wrong. When you leave the hotel, you say, "I'd like to check out, please." The receptionist might ask, "How was your stay?" You can answer, "It was wonderful, thank you," or "It was very good." Part 5. Asking for directions. When you're exploring a new city, you'll need to ask for directions. Start by saying, "Excuse me," to get someone's attention. Then you can ask, "Where is the nearest subway station?" or "How do I get to the museum?" People might give you directions. They might say, "Go straight," or "Turn left at the corner," or "It's on your right." Listen carefully, and if you don't understand, say, "Could you show me on the map, please?" You can also ask, "Is it far from here?" or "Can I walk there?" Or how long does it take? These questions help you plan your journey. Remember to say thank you very much after someone helps you. Part 6. At a restaurant. Eating at restaurants is an important part of traveling. When you enter, you might say table for 2 please or table for 1 please. The waiter will show you to your seat. When you're ready to order, the waiter will ask, "Are you ready to order?" You can say, "Yes, I'd like the chicken please," or "Can I have the pasta?" If you have questions about the menu, ask, "What do you recommend?" or "What is this dish?" If you have dietary restrictions, say, "I'm vegetarian," or "I'm allergic to seafood." This is very important for your health. You can also ask, "Is this dish spicy?" or "Does this contain nuts?" When you finish eating, say, "Could I have the bill, please?" or "Check, please." After you pay, you can say, "Thank you. The food was delicious." Part 7. Shopping and money. When you go shopping, you'll need some useful phrases. You can ask, "How much is this?" or "Do you accept credit cards?" These are important questions when buying things. If you want to try something, say, "Can I try this on?" when shopping for clothes. If you're looking for a specific size, ask, "Do you have this in a medium?" or "Do you have this in blue?" When you're at the currency exchange, you might say, "I'd like to exchange dollars for euros," or "What is the exchange rate?" Understanding money matters is important when traveling. If something is too expensive, you can say, "That's too expensive," or simply, "Thank you, I'll think about it." You don't have to buy something if you don't want to. Part 8. Using public transportation. Public transportation is a great way to see a city. At the train station or bus stop, you can ask, "Which train goes to downtown?" or "When is the next bus?" You might need to buy a ticket. Say, "1 ticket to the city center, please," or "A round-trip ticket, please." If you're confused, ask, "Which platform?" or "Where do I get off?" On the bus or train, you can ask other passengers, "Does this bus go to the museum?" or "Is this the right train for the airport?" Most people are happy to help travelers. Part 9. Emergencies and problems. Sometimes things go wrong when traveling. It's important to know how to ask for help. If you're lost, say, "I'm lost, can you help me?" or "I can't find my hotel." If you need medical help, say, "I need a doctor," or "Where is the nearest hospital?" If something is stolen, you need to say, "My wallet was stolen," or "I need to go to the police station." You can also say, "I don't feel well," or "I need help," if you're in trouble. Don't be embarrassed to ask for help when you need it. Part 10. Making friends and socializing. Travel is more fun when you meet new people. You can start a conversation by saying, "Hello, where are you from?" or "Is this your first time here?" These are friendly ways to meet other travelers. You can share information by saying, "I'm from Japan," or "I'm traveling for 2 weeks." If someone asks you questions, answer friendly and ask them questions too. If you want to take a photo with someone, ask, "Could you take a photo of me, please?" or "Would you like to take a photo together?" Most people enjoy helping with photos. Now, you know many useful phrases for traveling in English. Remember, the most important thing is to be polite and clear. Don't worry about making mistakes. People understand that English might not be your first language, and they will appreciate your effort to communicate. Practice these phrases before your trip. Say them out loud. Write them down. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel. Traveling is an amazing experience, and speaking English will make it even better. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful trip and enjoy speaking English wherever you go. Safe travels.